Hop in her, throw up the sex in her. And I can put you in.
Welcome back to my channel. It's your favorite brown hand here, Lungi Gumede, or some people call me Lungi for short. And this video is about my experience meeting my half siblings in my 20s. So, okay, let's start from the beginning. So when I was still a kid, at about 10, 11, my mom would tell me that there's something that she has to tell me. And she's gonna tell me when I'm of age, when I'm mature. So that did make me a bit nervous and stuff, but I had a lot of time to just like prepare myself emotionally and mentally to hear the news. You know, there's a lot of things going through my mind. I was also thinking like, oh my god, do I maybe have some sort of disease? As scary as that might sound, you know, but she assured me, she's like, you're healthy, we're all healthy in this family, it's not like a health issue, but you'll know when you're ready to know. And she said maybe about the age 16 I should be ready, and that's when she's going to tell me. So fast forward to a few years, at the age of about 13, 14, she says, Langelo, about 14, yeah, she says, Langelo, now I'm going to tell you what I've been wanting to tell you, what I've been saying I'm going to tell you for a few years. And that is, your father isn't your biological father. So he's your stepdad, and your biological father passed away when you're only a few months old. My world didn't come crashing down when I heard that, when I was told, because actually in the back of my mind, believe it or not, I was thinking, like there was something that was just going through my head, like that possibly my dad that I've been living with ever since before I could even remember is not my biological father. So I wasn't shocked. I actually guessed it. Like I actually called my aunt not too long before she told me, and I asked her, is my biological father my father? Like it was just like a intuitive kind of thing. And my aunt told me that she can't disclose any sort of information, she can't tell me anything, like that's not a question for her to answer, that is something that my parents have to talk to me about. And I respect her for that answer. That answer was correct. Like she was very, very right for responding that way. Okay, so yeah, so she told me and I was okay. And then she also told me, because of that, not because of that, with that comes you having siblings as well that you haven't met. You have half brothers and sisters that you haven't met yet. So I have 5 siblings that I hadn't met. My mom was like, do you want to meet them? Are you ready to? I was like, yes, I am. But then she was like, I'm kind of worried and concerned and scared that maybe they won't welcome you or receive you right. Like, mind you, I'm my mom's only child. So you know, I'm her egg. So she was just so scared that if they don't receive me in the right way, it could hurt me and it can be so damaging to me. And she just didn't want that to be the case. So she wanted to introduce me to them when I was old enough, when she felt like I was ready to when she felt I was ready to handle anything that they, you know, that they may able to handle any reaction. Yes, any reaction that they may have. So I was like, okay, it's cool, it's fun. So obviously I was the only child in the house. It was a little bit lonely at times, but I was spoiled with love and attention, and I never felt like I came second to anyone in my parents' eyes. And I am so grateful for the way they raised me. They gave me a lot of love, a lot of their time. And my stepdad, I still till this day call him my dad. I never address him as my stepdad unless I'm like having to explain, like, you know, my biological dad and my siblings, you know. But like, I'll call him my dad till this day because he did an absolutely amazing, wonderful job. He raised me as his own. He gave me all the love that he had, and he was a brilliant father. May his soul rest in peace. Okay, so fast forward to last year when I was 22, and my mom was like, okay, you're getting old. I would like you to meet your grandmother and your uncles from your dad's side, because you don't know what tomorrow holds. Tomorrow isn't promised, and she's getting old. So I agreed, and We went through the process of going through documents, all documentation that might have like self numbers of my relatives, and I was able to get a hold of my stepmom. My stepmom was so open, so lovely, so warm, such an angel, such a genuine soul. I love her, love her, love her, love her, love her till this day, and we share mutual love for each other. She gave me the number for my granny, and she wished me all the best. A few days later, not even a few days, that same day, because I was actually in the area of where my grandma stays, because my mom still remembers the area. Because when I was a baby, before I can even remember, apparently I went to my grandmother's house and I met my gran. Well, my gran saw me as like a tiny baby, and my uncles and everything, and they did the whole ceremony and everything to like, in the Zulu culture we have ceremonies and traditions that you do to welcome a child into the family, saying, telling your ancestors that this is my blood and please welcome her, please bless her, please protect her, and make her part of the family, and just strengthen that connection and bond. So that was done. Okay, so back to me meeting my gran. Call my gran, get a hold of her. She says she's at home. She would love to see me. Get to her place. It was emotional. It was a little intense because now I'm super old, you know, not super old, but I'm like quite old, you know, I'm in my 20s and I'm grown. And I don't know these people, but they know me, and it's family. And she often brought up that she really wished she was able to be a part of my childhood and me growing up, and she was able to be a part of that, and I totally understand. But at the same time, I still understand where mom's coming from. So it was just like, you know, a matter of saying that I'm here now and I love you, and I'm thankful and grateful for you welcoming me into your life with such open arms, with such warmth, and my heart is open to you and I love you. From there, I got from there I went back home, and then my stepmom got me into contact with my siblings. So what she did was, since everyone was in different places of the world, like I had a brother working at Dubai, I had a sister working at Johannesburg, I had my other brother at Stellenbosch, studying at like the varsity that side, but at the Western Cape by Cape Town. And I'm at KZN, like everyone is everywhere, like there was no way that we could all meet up together and be together like anytime soon, you know. So for now, the best we can do is use technology and get into contact with each other through a video call. So she set it up, she talked to her kids, like come, there's something very important I need to tell all of you, and you all need to be a part of this video call. Video call started, and ta-da! There I am, and they're like, okay, who is she? Why is she in the family video call? And then she's like, hey guys, this is your sister. The main person who needs to, you know, be held accountable and explain how Kanjani, when, where, what, isn't here with us because he had passed away when I was only a few months old, and may his soul rest in peace, isn't around. But she is your sister. That is 100% definite. It's like she had known since like I was like 10 years old or something, or even younger than that, for a long time, really long time. She had known for a while, and she kept it to herself because she also felt as a mom her kids might not be ready to handle such information, because it's not like Manje, if she tells them I was gonna immediately be a part of your life, that wasn't gonna be the case, because my mom also wasn't ready to like introduce us. So that's what happened, that's what she told them, and all of them were like welcoming to me and open to me. But like their main thing was like, we really wish that we were given the opportunity to have known each other from a younger age, because it's easier to connect and it's easier to just like build a relationship when you're a child and teenager, and it's just so many fun moments because you don't have the pressures and the weight of life, you know, and life pulling you in 100 different directions, responsibilities pulling in 100 different directions, influencing life, you know. So now at that time everyone was in different parts of the world, so it's not going to be as easy, you know. But they said hi, welcome. We take you as our sister and your family. I was more than happy, so grateful. I think if I didn't tear up at that video call, I teared up somewhere. If it was before the video call when I was still talking to my stepmom, because she is, when I say she's such an angel, she's such a sweetheart, she's such a doll. She, like, the love that I received either before or after the video call, I definitely shed a tear or two, because I was just grateful that they received me well. You know, you don't know what reaction you're gonna get from people. Okay, so then I keep in contact with them. We text and video call with my sisters and my brothers. Fast forward to a year later, about a month back, I was at Johannesburg when I had all those vlogs coming out, you know, Sanson Diaries and stuff like that. Please check it out. It's on my channel. You can see a bit of my experience at Johannesburg. Definitely took the opportunity to meet up with my siblings for the very first time. It really was God's plan, because when I was at Johannesburg, they were all at Johannesburg. How wild is that? And what are the chances of that? That was just like a huge indicator, Guti, this is meant to be. So yeah, I hit them up and I came to Johannesburg, they're Johannesburg, let's meet up, and that's what happened. That's exactly what happened. The first time I met them, they were in a bit of a rush. Like, my stepmom was going to Cape Town, and so there was a bit of like they call it that was happening. But they still gave me time, and they still, you know, yeah, they gave me their time, and I met them. It was a little bit awkward because it's like the first time meeting someone physically. It's not gonna be like, oh my god, you know, but it was definitely like, oh my god at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like, but they were just so open. There was no bad vibes. It was really, really good vibes. It was amazing. It was beyond anything I could have ever asked for. And then I don't know if it was the same day or the next day, we went out for lunch. We had nights out. We went partying. I don't know if that would be considered partying or grooving. Yeah, kind of like grooving, party nights, fun nights, games nights, and like, we went out. We had a lot of fun. We had a jolt. I didn't film. I didn't film those moments with my siblings, because it was still very new, right? First time, here's something. First time was very new, and it's a sensitive thing, and I just wanted to absorb every single second, every single minute of their presence, of being in their presence, and getting to know their personalities and understand their personalities. And instead of just like shoving like a camera in their face, or like having my phone like all up in everyone's grill, like, I wanted to get to know them and get a feel of them, for them to get to know me and get a feel of me. You know, not everything has to be about content, and I knew, and that's those moments just wasn't meant to be content. As much as we did take like a video clip here and there of us maybe having lunch or out at the bar or wherever, you know, those like small Instagram moments, I didn't actually film it, and that's just that. But maybe eventually you guys will actually meet my siblings. I would love that. So that's what happened. It was absolutely amazing, and that is pretty much my experience of meeting my siblings in my 20s. Any advice that I would give to anybody who's in their 20s and has siblings that they know of that they haven't met, my advice is, firstly, be gentle. Be very gentle, be polite, be respectful, and be kind, because you don't want to rub them the wrong way. Like, it's very sensitive. It's very, very sensitive, and it is big. Saying that I'm your blood, you know, just coming into someone's world and saying that I am your blood is a very big step. It's a very big deal. You know, blood is thicker than water. So I definitely would say just like, be graceful, be as graceful as possible, and just be sweet. And then don't have any expectations, because you don't know how they're going to receive you, and they have had a whole life before you came into their life. They had a whole family that they believed was complete, that was their entire family before you walked in, and then now they have to receive you and process that emotionally and mentally. It's kind of like a big big deal, you know. So just a lot of patience, and just also, if they don't receive you well, as I mentioned, I have 5 siblings. I have one sister who didn't receive me well. I don't want to get too much into it because it is a touchy topic, but since I am here and pretty much speaking of my experience of meeting my siblings in my 20s, I may as well just get into the bad, negative, and, you know, experience that is possible as well. So pretty much, one of my sister, all of them older, all of my siblings are older, which I love. I love being the youngest. I find it to be just like, feel like it's not like too heavy on me. Being the youngest, I feel like I can just relax, but that's besides the point. As I was saying, she pretty much just said that I'm just trying to like think of a way to like actually say what she said without being like without telling too much of like personal details. But she pretty much said that she doesn't need me in her life, she doesn't want me in her life, that she wishes me well, like there's no bad feelings, but she just doesn't need me in her life. And that was a hard pill to swallow. That was difficult to take in. I did tell her that even though like maybe you don't care to get to know me as a person, I would love to meet you at least once. And then she said that like, no, a meetup isn't gonna happen. She didn't say ever or anytime soon. She just said meetup isn't gonna happen. So I respected that, but I did tell her that like that really made me sad, that really hurts, because like I didn't say anything that I would deem disrespectful or impolite. Like I made sure to, as I said, I made sure to be very polite and gentle and careful, you know, with the way I approach different topics and stuff. But she was just like pretty firm, and like she said that she has like her own friends, you know, who are sisters to her because they've been in Judd's license varsity, if I'm not mistaken. So those are her sisters to her, and she just doesn't have space for me. She doesn't have room for me. She doesn't need me. She doesn't want me. As ouchy as that might sound. And yeah, I as much as there was a part of me that wanted to like say no, like let me in, like I only have the best of intentions, I only see like good things for our relationship as sisters, because this is something that I've always desired, you know. I did crave it deep down, like some sort of connection that lasts forever, as in like siblings. Like I remember every now and again even saying like, I wish I had siblings to do A, B, and C with, or talk about A, B, and C with, you know, because those people that stay with you for life, and I feel like you can share almost everything with like a sister or a brother. So as much as I had all of that, I couldn't like manje beg for it, because I respect myself, I love myself, and I know my worth, and I know my value and what I bring forth as well. So like it's not necessary for me to now I try and like sell myself or beg for someone's attention. I don't believe in that, and I believe in respecting a person. When they say no, that means no. I mean, obviously you can maybe mention or say, you know, like a thing or two about like for them to not to make that decision, but at the end of the day you have to respect that, which I did, and that's how it was. So like my advice for people who might get a bad experience or have a negative experience is to not take it to heart too much. You are right in wanting to know your family. That is in like your rights to want to know your family. Blood is thick in water. Family is super important. So don't take it too hard, don't take it too personally. People are complex. People have so much going on in their minds, in their souls, in their spirits, in their hearts. So you don't know, you know, all people are deep, all waters run deep, but you don't know what's in the depths of their soul, of their mind. So don't take it too personally, don't take it too hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are good enough, more than good enough, and you wanting to get to know them. That shows care. that shows interest, that shows, I could even say a bit of love, you know, love for your family. So yeah, that is my advice for anyone who has siblings that they haven't met yet. And yeah, so this is a video that I have mentioned a few times in like past videos, that I have half siblings, and eventually I'll talk about it and I'll talk about my experience. And so this is that video. I hope you learned a bit to a thing. Excuse me, oh my gosh. I hope you learned a thing or two. I hope that you now feel closer to me and understand me a little bit better. And thank you so much for watching this video. Be love, be you. This is your favorite brown hand, Lungi, signing out. And also I hope that you're loving my consistency, and just me being like trying to like, you know, upload literally every 5 days. I'm hoping to remain consistent as well. Please like, comment, subscribe. I see all comments, even though it's not a lot. Like obviously, like I don't get a lot of comments for now, but I see all of them and I reply to all of them. So please do comment, and I would love to have like a community of people just to build a family with, in a sense. So this is my road to 100 subscribers. I wonder what I should do for 100 subscribers, to just celebrate 100 subscribers, because that deserves a celebration. I'll think of something. I'll try and think of something, and then I'll let you know maybe my next video, or when I actually know what exactly I want to do for 100 subscribers. But I guess this is the video and that's it. So this is me signing out. I love you guys. Bye.